I'm inside of the Walmart. Got my twisted wrench so my old lady can make my tuna. Let's get my tuna packs. Yeah. So that's what I'm about to do right now. Then we gotta go put up the first load with the Volvo, man. The first load. What does it pull like? What does it back like? What is the living situation like? That's all you're gonna learn on the vlog, man. Should I start numbering these vlogs? Y'all put them at the bottom and let me know. Don't do drugs. Alright, so you gonna show them what you be cooking?
Yeah, I'm gonna put together something, yeah.
So you in the truck cooking like a domesticated woman? Is that what you're doing?
Apparently that's what I'm doing for you, yeah. It came to that.
That's why they gonna lap your ass. Look at this. Bro getting dragon fruit in the street, bro. You think I'm living on them. Get back in the truck, I want my sandwich.
Oh God.
Make my sandwich. Which one do I get? I don't know, y'all, so I guess y'all gonna comment at the bottom like, don't get that with that one, bro. Once y'all tell me that, I'll get the one y'all say. Just say it at the bottom which one I should get. Ooh, she can't let me come in the store. I told her, don't let me come in the store. Cause I'm real. Oh, they don't got the original joints that ain't sugar free with the little white joint in the middle. Slip. I just be picking up stuff and throwing it in the box. In the bag. So I don't really see how this is not van life. I just think we kind of do van life a little bit better. I mean, I think she's gonna burn this. You're gonna burn this. I just think we do van life a little bit better because our vehicle is a little like, I don't know, decked. If you really think about living in a van, it's definitely not as nice as a semi truck is, unless you got one of those poser van life vans that are $80,000 and it masturbates you before you go to sleep or something stupid. Like there's no bathroom in one of these. It's 13 feet high ceilings. There's outlets for her to plug in to cook. There's a refrigerator, and when it has a load on it, it's 73 feet long. So I think it's maybe different in that way, but other than that, it's pretty much the ultimate van life. I think to me, I feel like van life has basically bypassed the American trucker that has been doing it from jump. Has been doing this from jump and got no play for it. And they've been doing it in the 50s and 60s and the coffin sleepers and all that other type of stuff. And then, I don't know, it kind of, besides the guys, I've seen some van life dudes that are really, really into what they're doing, and I like them. And then I see some that look kind of yuppie. You can tell because they have like a Malibu swoop over model haircut and a linen shirt. And they got like Jerusalem cruisers on.
Yes, so.
And they have a symmetrically awesome girlfriend. And her face is like super symmetrical, like she could be like modeling Gap clothes on the low. And they're like, oh, we're van life in it. No, you're not. No, you're not. And I feel like I don't want nobody to have van life if their mom lives in Malibu and they can just go home to Malibu whenever they want to. It's like, yeah, to me, I feel like it's disingenuous. It's not real. Like right now, we have really, really thought of, we should just go get a crib because we're truckers and we make enough money too. But you didn't want to. Tell them what you thought about as far as when I was like, let's just get a house.
I just think that I wanted us to live like young adults again. We don't have any children. Well, I don't have any children.
I got one.
He has
It's a
one.
whole other conversation.
He is older, so but I wanted us, since we have the opportunity to travel as much as we do and things like that, I wanted to redo what trucking has offered, but on such a short leash. So I was just thinking, like, damn, like, while we truck, we get to see these places, but we always was behind the scenes and couldn't really explore and have fun like we wanted to. So I said, how about this time, we get a trailer or a van or so and make it really nice and cozy and just go re-explore those places.
And we're thinking about that stuff. We haven't got that far yet.
Yeah.
But we've just kind of looking at them, but we haven't really pulled the trigger on that. But like I always tell her, like we're basically already doing it.
Yeah.
So now we're making it to the point that when I stop, like I'm just gonna hot boy the truck. Hot boying is a term that black truckers we use as far as Bob telling in the places we ain't got no business.
Yeah.
So I'll just hot boy the truck. But everything, when I look into the van life stuff and I hear stuff like boondocking, we do that.
We do that. Like
we park
much,
at Walmart. We've been doing that for 30 years.
Yeah, pretty much like every time that we go onto our 10-hour, we're boondocking.
Yeah,
like,
we're boondocking. Whenever
we go inside of a place to go take a shower.
We're boondocking.
Yeah.
And it's like, why aren't the van dudes just going to the truck stop? Like, oh, this is how you can take a shower. Like, do you literally anyone in America can just go to a truck stop and take a shower, dude? Like, no problem.
I think it's because, like I said, it's just you have two. It's like two states that are neighboring that are completely polar opposites. So you can literally have a libertarian state like Oregon and then turn around and be right next to Washington, which is pretty conservative. So I think
that's true, but it would be to me it would kind of feel weird to Washington if Oregon got all of the money and numbers and glory for being that, and Washington didn't, and Washington was doing it 100 years before the term came out.
Yeah.
And some people may not see it that way because they're not truckers, but it's like, think of everything you're doing. You're driving a vehicle, you're sleeping in back of it, and you're all over the country, and I can just constantly travel. You literally explained an OTR trucker.
Pretty much.
That it has been doing that since all the trucker songs have been coming out. Like, has been doing that. Well, you don't get to go wherever you want. That's a lie. I've been doing it for 8 years. I go wherever I want.
Yeah.
And I can park wherever you're boondocking the van, I can park the truck. Yeah, how about don't cook the bag? That'd be crazy.
It totally fell.
So I'm not saying that I'm against the van life or I'm trying to bash them. I'm just saying that as I'm looking at it from an 8-year OTR veteran trucker, I'm like, dude, I do that.
Yeah.
I just don't get 4 million hits of video for doing it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's definitely something we're looking into. We're thinking, but we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do the van thing. I prefer a trailer because
do the van thing.
I don't want the actual physical van. I want the trailer. I can boondock and all that stuff, but I don't want.
You think the van is like way too small?
The van is way too small, and I like to be able to leave it somewhere detached from it and have a regular car to drive around.
Oh, true, yeah.
Because their activity is like in the van. Like, I want to go do other stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my look. But to me, I feel like we're still doing, or not still. We've been doing the van life situation. It's just has not been marketed as such. Because when we do our videos, we say the word trucking, which puts you in a different list.
Yeah, because usually the people that with trucking, these are people that are they're finding work. So with you guys, like I said before in the last video, I said van life, the difference between a trucker and a van life person is that they have the freedom to literally go anywhere. Like, there's been times where we had a load, we had time on it, we can go to a place, but then eventually we always have to come back to the truck and we have to leave. Like, that's the difference between freedom and liberty. We have the liberty to go wherever we want to go as a trucker, but van life, people have the freedom to go where they choose to stay.
I feel that too, but I'm an owner. If I wanted to go, I could just go. They're not worrying about making money.
Well, I mean, isn't that the whole thing? Like, that's the
No, that's why I say it's disingenuous. If you're a yuppie kid with a mom from Malibu, you're not worrying about making money anyway.
True.
Because some stuff is the basic is the basic needs of life, like needing food, unless you're like my boy Maeve, who be catching his food out of the water. But even his last videos, I moved back in with my parents. Like, and you look at the house and you're like, what's going on?
Plus, I think it all.
I lived in a van in 1994, and it wasn't for van life. It was because my family was homeless, and they were trying to take me from my parents. It wasn't a glamorous thing.
Well, then I think that's just, it's what you call the disadvantage is that we never been exposed to anything like that growing up. So
I mean, I was exposed to it. I was living in a van.
No, but I mean, but it wasn't for the reasons that a van life person is doing now. A person that does van life, they're leaving from the hardships, probably of things, or they want to explore. Like, their reasonings is not usually propelled culturally or societal.
So we call it homeless. They call it camping. I sleep in a van. I do this, that is great. And I was sleeping in I'll let y'all look it up. I was sleeping in a Lumina van. Look up a Lumina Chevy Lumina van.
Lumina?
Yeah. Okay. A Chevy Lumina van is what we were sleeping in. And back in 94. And it's like, it was the worst dire situation. And it's so funny because when you look at these, and I haven't put a color on this, I said yuppie. Because I've been watching this black and white. These are black and white people who come from nice circumstances. Okay. A portion of them. I'm not going to say, I don't want to generalize like that. But it's like, you're like playing, how do I put this? It's like, is life that boring to where you're playing, I want to see what it's like. But there's a whole sector of people, especially in California, who have no choice but to do that. Like, they're in that bad situation. And then there's a sector of people who made it an adventure. That's like if I went to the ghetto, if I came from a nice area and I went to the ghetto, and that became like a hashtag ghetto exploration or something. That would feel weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I don't know. Probably because I lived it as a kid. So sometimes when I look at some of this and they're trying to like play sweet music behind it, it cringes me. Sometimes I've been cringing like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I like.
And then I see you go to your mama's house and it's like, yo, what?
See, that's the thing. I didn't see. So even I will say this, I didn't grow up that way. So my.
Yeah, you had a backyard and a front yard.
Yeah,
and
like
Christmas
I had
food.
a pretty much regular, I would say, as normal as a child's life. So. I look at van life as it's exploration. It's having the ability to not really burn your pockets. You know what I mean? To travel, because travel is a luxury.
It costs money.
Yeah, it costs money to do. So I mean, instead of doing the way that usually people do it, which is save up their money and probably take 2 weeks out the year, or try to save up and do it like once a month or so. I looked at it as you are freeing yourself from the societal norm of traveling because you're doing it. But the flip side is that you're trying to earn money while you're traveling and while you're exploring these places. So that's what I looked at van life.
And the van life, well, I don't see how the van life people are trying to earn money. I feel like see how the truckers are trying to earn money, but a lot of the van life people, they're not discussing how they're making money.
Well, I mean, they're just
like full off just loafing like
no,
on some
there's
hippie
a
shit.
few van life people that have given great video advice as to how to be digitally nomadic when it comes to being a van lifer. So finding jobs that have you going online, if there's something that you can do that's clerical or administrative, or you're good with social media like YouTube or affiliate marketing. I mean, there's so many different ways to make money on the internet now that van life looks. I mean, even the old head people, like older people, are now like, Martha, we saved up our money, and if we need to make money, we could just make a YouTube video, because there's a lot of older YouTubers.
They're in full-fledged RV life.
Yeah,
like when I see the older people, they're in legit RVs.
Yeah, but
they're
I'm pretty
not
sure
like
to keep
just
up with everything they
kids who decided to leave Malibu with surf haircuts and they just get in vans. They're not doing that. They're like in legit C-class pullouts. When I watch the old heads, and they be having numbers too.
Yeah.
They got like a recliner, swivel around seat.
Yeah.
They go to RV parks, which costs money. Like van life, they're boondocking. These RV people are paying money to stay at these places, and they're very swanky. Like, These
what do you think
RV
you
parks
wanna
are
do?
getting really nice, huh?
Do you want to emulate like? So my thing is, do you want to emulate the van life? Because obviously there's a difference between van life,
But there's a
RV
total
life.
difference.
Yeah. So RV.
I feel like I'm gonna just do what feels natural to me. I'm not gonna emulate anyone.
Okay.
I'm gonna just do, because like I said, I feel like van life. I feel like I'm already doing that. Like I'm already doing that now. Like we're literally in a vehicle cooking food. Like we're doing it right now, and we're boondocking. Like we're at a Walmart.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like we were doing that already. We just didn't name it van life.
We should name it cab life.
Yeah, cab
Tractor
life. Cab life or something.
Tractor tails.
I will say that to the kids that are watching the van life stuff and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this at 18." You can get a lot of that life out of trucking and still make $120,000 a year and save up.
True.
So, because like some of the videos I see, like the secrets to van life, when they really start talking about like young people are doing it because it's cool on YouTube, but at the same time you're like, bro, you have to have a way to eat, bro. Like, unless you are, digitally nomadic and all that type of stuff. But some people aren't doing it; they're just going out there and doing it. So I mean, like I said, I'm not mad at it. I'm just looking at some of the stuff that I see is cringeworthy, and especially like when you pointed out some of these people are just renting it for a week and doing videos, and they're not even doing it.
Yeah, I did peep that. Like, it's like people that are literally just renting out a very nice. I don't know if like Airbnb are like doing that, but I know there's a couple of different sources of places where you can live in a tiny home. Like Airbnb are renting out tiny homes, and people are now auctioning off and putting their established, or I think they're called like fortified. No, wait. You gotta wait till everything is done. I totally hate when you do that. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, like you can rent vans and stuff like that. Because usually a lot of people, they put really good like, what is it, like carpentry work in there and stuff like that. Like some of these vans are decked very nicely.
That's what I'm saying. Like some of it that I said that was cringeworthy, I was just like, hold on. To the people out there who are really doing it and that are living by it, but I'm surprised you spotted it out. I didn't spot it. I was like, oh, okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
And then you was like, oh, they're renting that because I see someone else with the same van.
I'm not going to put out any names. I'm not going to start any beef in the streets. But what I did see was the same rental. And what they did was they changed the decor inside. So it was blue when I seen the decor. And when I mean decor, I'm talking about like
what they hung up.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like the towels, the kitchenware, things like this, very small little subtle things. Like they staged it differently from this video to the next. And that's probably was the people that rented out say, hey, you know what, let me change this decor so that way. But as far as like the frame, the layout, the outside, I was like, am I having deja vu?
We're definitely not saying any names. Just some stuff that I kind of noticed about the whole van life thing is like, I be looking for people who are like really hardcore. Because I don't know why I think of that. I just think of people who are really doing it for me to get a good aspect of it.
Yeah.
Than the people who are like, oh, this is a good angle for YouTube.
Yeah. And
they just slap it up, and then they, like, the van's outside, and then they just drive 2 miles and go back to their condo. And it's like, it's just a way to make money.
I think it's trendy now. I remember when van life and RV life came out, it was something that was just, like, snubbed at, like, no one's doing that.
Yeah, it was fringe.
Yeah.
Now it's, like, legit mainstream. Which means it's about to burn out.
Heck, I remember those RVs were like under $10,000.
Yeah, 10, 12.
And now they're upwards of, I mean, literally, I've seen a RV. There's a guy that's making them exclusively, meaning he's not utilizing like a Airstream or Jayco or anything. And his are starting off at $180,000.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Starting lineup.
Like you can go to Mississippi and get a 5,000 square foot house for that.
Yeah, on land.
Yeah, on acres.
Yeah.
Legit acres.
So I was just like, oh no.
I don't know. That was my take on van life, my thought process of it. Maybe I'm not trying to be negative.
Comment.
I'm just, huh?
No, I was going to say, comment below if you guys have been thinking about it. I feel like truckers think about it.
Yeah, I mean, truckers think about it because they're doing it.
Yeah, they're like,
now, hold on. You're doing my life and you're just putting a different hashtag on it and you got 500,000 subs?
Like, unfair.
Yeah. Like, I'm getting fat and I'm dying.
I don't get to eat acai bowls all the time.
Yeah, all y'all teeth look good. Like, y'all ain't van life for real.
Because there's no way you're staying out that long.
Yeah.
And your hair is still glorious.
Hair is good. Like, this chick suaved up. You know, she's super thin. Skin look like she just used the Dove bar. It's like, bro, you're not living a homeless life. There's no way. Yeah. I don't know. Just dig you down, Brown. I'm always out of town. We'll keep going with the vlog and see what happens next, man. I'm just waiting on my breakfast. Then I'm gonna go to sleep, and she's gonna drive to where we need to go. Then I'm gonna wake up and try to drive through the night if the winter lets us. You know, real van life. Kill yourself. Okay, darling. You made this for me, huh? Mm-hmm. Now you gonna explain to us what this is?
Well, this is very keto. It's like a keto breakfast. So, I got some bacon, got some sausage. I put up some oregano, onion powder, just some spices, some crushed red pepper, and then granola bowls. So I just got some coconut milk yogurt, some ancient grains granola, some raspberries. I'm snacking on a banana. He's gonna have a banana too, because banana gives you great energy.
I ain't eating no banana.
Yes, you is. And that's pretty much it. No, it's some fresh raspberries, if I didn't say so. And we're just gonna have some water.
Ain't it like some yogurt bed under there?
Oh, what?
If I stick my finger in it, like yogurt at the bottom.
Yeah, it says a granola bowl. So look.
That don't mean it implies yogurt.
Yeah, look, see? So you got coconut yogurt, ancient grains granola, fresh raspberries. You good to go. Pretty simple.
And
I like. What?
This for me?
This is for you.
You plotting on me.
What I'm plotting with?
Is this like some extra fertility food for you to try to like make my testes more what's a good word?
You think I'm trying to get pregnant by you?
Let's get a zip close up zoo. Dun, dun, dun. Verse 48. Are you? Why you ain't feed me fat back and salsa water?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is a keto diet.
Right. I'm gonna start looking down at it and make sure that nothing feel different.
Well, ladies know that raspberries help with fertility.
So you just admitted it.
I'm just speaking in general. Plus, raspberries are really delicious.
Nope, make me something else. I don't want it. Make me some Lucky Charm. I don't want it.
You did get your checks.
Yeah, I did get my check. I did get my check.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I can't wait to pop into those.
Yeah, those are going to be delicious. All right. I believe you. I believe you. You know what I'm saying? I believe you. I guess I eat it. I don't really like this food, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. I don't really like she got to force me to eat it. I don't really eat this. You know what I'm saying? I usually eat Waffle House and like grape soda.
You're a mess. You know that?
I thought you did. You know I'm going to bed.
I figured that's why I made it for you. So now you can take your time and eat, go back to sleep, because you definitely running the night. I don't do nights.
Well, I gotta run the night. Why don't you run the night sometime? I get the daylight.
I don't run the nights.
Return to sender, dog. Like, this ain't gonna work out.
It exactly works out. This is a perfect arrangement.
Is it? Because you ain't gotta run nights is perfect. Ain't that something? But that's how they do you.